I'm sure you guys have all heard of Project Matador by now, but if you haven't, I want to tell you about how big this thing is going to be. So it's going to be 18 million square feet. Like, that is so big. If you were driving a car and you were going 20 miles an hour down the longest side of this rectangle, it would take almost 4 minutes before you would turn around the corner of the building. And if you were walking on foot, just walking on normal pace, it would take 64 minutes to walk around this building. But watch this video. It talks about the size of this thing. And all of these data centers are being built in places that are prone to droughts. And I just don't understand that. But after you watch this video, I want to show you something about the water situation involved.
This right here is the largest planned AI center slash energy campus in the world, and it will be in Texas. And you will not believe what the stats are related to energy consumption and so forth on this project. All the stats I'm going to discuss is from this document, the combined operating licensing application for Project Matador, or the Donald J. Trump Advanced Energy and Intelligence Campus. Now, this project is going to be over in the panhandle of Texas by Amarillo. Northeast of Amarillo, it's going to be 5,800 acres. When this project is done, it's going to be over 18 million square feet by 2035. It's going to have 4 nuclear facilities, 1 natural gas facility, a massive amount of solar panels, and in addition, BESS units, or battery energy storage systems. Now, to give you an idea of how massive this project is, the project is going to consume around 11 gigawatts of energy per year. That's equivalent to about 10 million homes a year, or 13% of the total power supply in the state of Texas currently. The 4 nuclear power plants, or AP1000s, will generate around 4.4 gigawatts per year, and then the rest of it's going to be fed through the solar panels, the natural gas facilities, and BESS units. And typically the biggest concern is about energy consumption, which this facility is going to generate its own energy, but in addition, the water consumption in the region. The nuclear facility is going to be air-cooled instead of water-cooled, from what I understand, based off this document. So this facility is going to go ahead and consume around 16 million gallons of water a year.
So you saw how much power it's going to take and how big it is. But you know what no one's talking about is the amount of sound that's going to be coming from these things and the amount of heat. Like, we just went through global warming and everyone was freaking out about everything that makes heat. Cows, methane. But no one's talking about the amount of heat that's coming off of these things. And also, something else I just want to point out to people. With these projects, they're getting allowed 80-20 rule with their water consumption, which means 80% of their water will be evaporated back into pure water. 20% is what stays behind and gets contaminated with heavy metals, the silicone pipes, all the crap that's involved in cooling these data centers, okay? And then once that water gets so bad, it becomes so contaminated it can't even cool, it won't even cool the equipment anymore. It's called blowdown water at that point. And so what do you think they do with this blowdown water? You'd think they would contain it, right? Or make it go through some crazy filtration process to make sure it's clean to drink after all of that contamination? No, it goes right back into our water system. Look. And I saw a video at one point that said because so many of these locations are in drought areas, which I'm going to show you a video on that real quick, they have these policies where they have to have a certain amount of water on standby that they can release back into the community in case of a drought.
Guardian analysis shows about 2/3 of new data centers under construction are being built in drought-prone areas. It shows more than 60% of 809 upcoming products are in parts of Texas, Utah, Arizona, Georgia, and here in Virginia. All have experienced drought conditions in the past year. Large centers use up to 5 million gallons of water a day. That is the amount used up by about 50,000 people. Now, these projects are receiving robust bipartisan pushback. The analysis shows the amount of water use is growing as the industry expands. Supporters say the U.S. needs more data centers to compete with China.
Yeah, and they keep saying we're in a race with other countries and it's for our safety, you know, it's our country's safety. That's why we need these data centers. But all I know is once these data centers are built, the wealth gap in America, it's going to become even worse. The rich are going to become so much richer. And the lower class, middle class, they're never going to stand a chance once these things are built. For so many different reasons. But if you like this video, like and follow for more.